Hi guys, welcome to the Premsoft Technical channel. In the Django tutorial series, today I am going to explain you about how to connect, how to create a database and how to insert the data into the database. And in this concept, I am trying to explain you in a very simple way and from the very scratch way so that you will get the concept in a very easy way. So what I need here is, already in the last video I shown you how to create a atom IDE. I'm going to use same atom IDE. If you do not have atom, if you are using any atom other IDE, there is no problem with that one. Then basic already command prompt we will use. Already we set up the Django in the last class. And today what I did is, already I created the steps in one folder so that our things will be very easy. Some student, our morning and evening batch student told that sir, please keep the steps in the Word so that it will be easy for us. So I keep that Word file also here. Now see here how to start it. Suppose in my folder, that is PR Software Training Institute. Guys, if you are totally new to this topic and if you don't know anything, don't worry. What you have to do, I will tell you very step by step. If you are new to this video, please go to your D drive or E drive, whatever the drive is there. Create one new folder here and give your folder name, whatever the folder name you want, you can just create that folder name. Okay. After that, from here I am starting. Just you create the folder, nothing to worry. After you create your folder, just go to your drive and go to your folder. My folder name is PR Software Training Institute. And if you are having other folder name, you can give your folder name. So I created. If you are getting problem, you can create this folder into the D drive and just come to your path in the same way. Okay, now I wrote the first step. Now here you see some already database demo, first demo, my database, PR software, some folder already there. Now if you don't have anything, don't worry. I am trying to create a new folder. I am not changing anything inside that. I will create a new folder. And let us say my folder name I want as my PR software. My demo folder name will be what? My project name will be my PR software. So what I am going to do here is, first step, we are going to create the admin panel over here. So in the admin panel, I will just create here Django admin start project and your project name. So suppose example, my project name I want as a, whatever the project name you want, you can take it. Like suppose Django admin, and make sure guys, I did not do anything. I just went to this folder and first step I am writing Django admin start project. And you can write your own project name. Let us say my project name I want as I said, I want my project name as my PR soft. My project name is what? My PR soft. You can give anything, and this folder is not available into this one, guys. Make sure nothing is available. Now what I am going to do here, I am trying to just enter into this one. Okay, it will take few seconds of time and automatically one folder will be created here. Now go to your atom directory and check whether the folder is created or not. So my page name is my PR soft. Now see this folder automatically created, and inside this some file we got it. We'll get some file like my PR software, and these are the some files we got it. Now the next will be, now I have to go into this folder. How to go? Just write cd space whatever the name you give, and it is not necessary to give the same name. Whatever name you want, that is your project name, you have to write this. So this project name is what? My PR soft. So I am giving a cd my PR soft. Now I will enter into this folder. I enter into this folder. What is the next step? Next step we have to do it. Next step is nothing but what? Now we have to start our project concept. Now how to start? What is the next step we have to do it? I enter into my project. Then you have to type manage py dot, you have to create one app folder. Now sir, what is this app folder is all about? Now suppose example, let us say I am having one project. In my project I will have some sub applications will be there. Nothing but to create the data, to retrieve the data, to delete the data, some different application will be there. Or might be that application can contain several files. It depends on your wish. So in my project I want to create one application with my own name. So let us say how to create that application. I will write py space manage.py start app. Make sure here previously start project, now here start app, and whatever the app name you want to give, you can give here. So I am giving the app name is let us say my name will be my PR app. Make sure my project name, my app name is what? My PR app, and enter. Now my app is created. Now whether it is created or not, how to check? Again, go to your IDE, and inside that my PRSoft, just check whether my PR app is created or not. So it is nothing but your application is created. Whenever your application is created, the first thing what you have to do, in your my PRSoft, you will have the settings file here. Just click here, setting file. In this setting file, you have to add, in your setting file, you have to add your application first, because that is app related to project. So here you have to add that app. How to add? Just give a single quote, and whatever your name, my PR app, you have to write it, add it, and just control S, nothing but file will be saved. I hope you did it. What we did first, we did it. Step number 1, I created one project folder. Inside that project folder, my main folder. Inside my main folder, I created one project folder. My project folder name is my PRSoft. How to create? Django admin, and my start project is a command there. Then whatever the project name we gave, we have to go to that folder. So I came to that folder, my PRSoft. Inside that, I created one more folder, that is my app, and that folder is nothing but app folder. So and this name you can give anything as per your wish. So up to here we completed the task. And after completion of app, when you create the app, compulsory you have to go to the setting that, and you have to add your app. Then only your program will run, guys. Otherwise you will get the error here. Now up to here we did it. What is the next step? We have to do it here, guys. So next step will be the add the test app, whatever your name of the app, that you have to add into setting that. Now it is done. Now the next step we have to do is open the model.py file. Now first thing what we are going to learn, we are going to create a database. Sir, how to create a database? So we have to write the database code to create it. Now it is not like other programming language where we write create table name, nothing like that. So here I am taking the code which I already wrote. I will explain you line by line. To save the time, everything I wrote in a predefined way. So let us go to our atom directory, models.py file, and just I will write this code. Now here what I am going to do, I want to create a table with a four columns, I can say. First column will be ename, enumber, ename, esal, and eaddress. Number will be represented with the integer, so I have to give models.integer. So models means nothing but it is a predefined class object is available, so we have to use compulsory that only. We can't write our own things. Employee is nothing but my table name. Employee is my table name. Inside that 4 fields are available. I want first field as an integer, so I have to write integer field. Second field I want with a character, so I am writing character fields. Third I want as a float, so I am writing float field. Address I want as a character field, so I am writing character. Character field address, you can write the maximum length also. Suppose I want to restrict the 30 letter, 40 letter, 20 letters, so you can write that maximum length. Similarly for this one. If you want more fields, you can just add your field name, and whether you want character, float. Suppose I want city, so I will write city is equals to models dot character field max length of 30. So city will be added. So like that, how many fields you are having, that many fields you can add here. And make sure, guys, if you write this, automatically our database will be created. So how that things will be happen, now we are going to start with that thing. I hope everybody got it, this one. And why we are writing this line, I will just tell you in a minute, like once when we will execute, that time I will tell you about this one. So I save this one. Now the next will be this step I completed. What is the next step we are having? Now we have to open the command prompt and we have to write some code here. Now again, command prompt py space manage.py, and everything will be done with the manage.py only. And then we have to write shell. Now here it will ask us this command you have to write as it is from Django DB. And make sure, guys, I am using the database which is default already, which is there in the system, or we can say with the Django. Where it is available, you can go to the settings, and at the bottom you will find this database. See, this is my database. By default it is available, that is SQLite 3 is available. So if you want to change the database and all, you can write it down that details here, but how to do it we'll see in the future. But right now what we are discussing, by default that is SQLite 3 we are using, and this detail will be by default written into your settings file. So we no need to connect the database and all, because in the other, whether you go for the Java and other things where you have to write the code manually, but here already predefined code is available for SQLite 3. If you want to change it, then you have to write that code also, but right now I am not changing, so just I am writing this database thing. Now the next will be, here we are not writing anything guys, just come here again. So django.db import connection, so write down this, then C is equals to connection, dot my cursor, or we can say, yes, connection dot, we have to write cursor only. Yes, here connection dot cursor, I'm just cross check with this, connection dot cursor. Okay, nothing but connection will be established, and after that just connection is done. Now exit the file. Okay, now what is the thing, sir, I wanted to create one file. Actually now if you go to your folder of this one, in the migration, see, we are having only one file, that is init.py. Now we want 0001 file will be created, but how to create that file? Then we have to use the command called make migration. Now see here, py space manage.py make migrations. Now what will happen? One file will be created, and that file will be 0001. Now see, this file will be created, and employee create model employee, nothing but model also created. Now first go to this one and check whether this file is created or not. So this file is 0001, this file is created. Now guys, some people will get here one error. That error is what? No file is created or something. It means what? If you are getting that error, nothing but no such directory is created, no file is created, some error you will get. If that error is created, it means what? You did not add your MyPR app into the settings file. So compulsory, if you are getting that error, what change you have to do it? Just go to your setting.py and just add here, whether you just check where did you added your app name or not. Whatever your app name, that app name compulsory you have to add here. Okay, and that app name will be what? Whatever the app name start app we have given on this app name. Compulsory it should be same, then only it will work. Otherwise you will get an error. Hope everybody is clear up to here. Okay. Now you will say, sir, you are telling the table is created, but how will I know? So to check whether the table is created or whether the create command is written in the background or not, you can write this command. That is what? Py manage.py SQL migrate. I am writing py manage.py SQL migrate 0001. Let me cross check with this. Yes, 0001. And I think we have to write our like SQL migrate our app name also. What is our app name here? My PR app. This is also compulsory you have to write. Now just check it. Yes. So see, I wrote there. Actually, this is just to see you. It is not a extra command. Just to show you that we no need to write create internally, because you will say, sir, we have write only employee class. How it is happen? Will your database understand in this way? No. Database will understand in the create whatever our SQL query is there, same format. Just whatever you write here, internally it will write this code, and that code is nothing but C. Create table, my PR app underscore employee, and these are like fields we are having. Nothing but internally everything is done here. So like this, the table is created in my table. So up to here, I hope everybody is clear with this one. Okay. Now the very important thing is nothing but first you have to migrate your all the files which is available. So you have to write py space manage.py migrate. Okay, and just type it. Automatically it will apply on all the files. See, so many files are available, so it will be applied. You no need to do anything with this file name. Okay, so everything will be altered automatically. Now the next will be, after that, now I wanted to check whether the database is created or not. So to create a database, first we have to start the server. How to start the server? Py space manage.py run server. So go to the run server. Okay, I am just running it. So my server is started. So what is my IP address of server? 127.0.0.1 colon 8000. Hyphen admin also you have to add there. Okay, so here we are getting the administrator file, but we need to create a username and password. So how to create this username and password is, you can just write here, command is, just will close the server. Okay, so control C, you can just close the server, and then you have to create your username. So how to create your username is, you can write the command called py space manage.py create super user. So I'm writing py space manage.py create super user, because they're super user. There we need to give the username and password. That username and password we have to create. So it is asking username. So I am creating the username as prsoft. Email address, you can give here any email address. So I am writing frame@gmail.com. Password is nothing but your password, prsoft. Again it is asking password prsoft, and actually it is asking, it is not a less character or something, but I don't want to bother, just practice we are doing. So just I'm clicking yes, I want to continue with same password. Okay, so my password is created. Now what you have to do, again go to the run server, because we created the username and password. Now what will happen, we have to go there, okay, and just refresh this file again. Okay, now you give your username and password which you created. So I created here prsoft is a username, and same password I created, and click on login. Now login is there, but where is our employee? Are we able to see anything? No, because now we have to write the code to see here employees. That how to do it? So that we have to write here one more step, and that step will be, this code we have to write inside the admin.py file. Okay, so this code I will show you here. Admin.py file you have to open, go to your folder here, admin.py, and control V. So this code we have to copy and paste it here. What is there? Actually here right now I am not able to see anything in my admin panel. So how to see the details of your particular table? First you have to write that things into the admin panel. In the admin panel I am writing employee details I wanted to see, and inside that I wanted to see ID, employee number, employee name, employee salary, employee address. Whatever the fields you give there, that fields you have to give. Suppose you don't want to see all the 5 fields, you can remove. You can write ID, e-number, e-name. You can write only 3 fields. I will show you that also. So I have saved this one. Let us check. Okay, it is reloading. Okay, it is showing data app, because our app name we have to change it here. Instead of data app, you write your app name, and our app name is my PR app. That one thing you have to change it, guys. And guys, I hope you are writing this code. You have to write this codes on the paper, so that you should not get any problem. This file we are storing into admin.py file. So now again you save it. If any error is there, you will get it here. But now again it is reloaded. Now it is showing no error. Previously I was getting one error, and that error is what? That file name was not proper. Now it is not getting any error after reloading it. Now just go to your admin panel, again refresh it. Now see, automatically employee is created. Now when I click on employee, then click on the employee. Okay, employees are 0. I want to add the employee. You can add from here. So I am giving employee number is 101, name is Prem, and salary, let us say we are giving the salary as 1 lakh, and address is Hyderabad. Okay, save and add another record. How many records you want to add, you can add it. So let us say second record is 102, we are giving employee name is PR Softwares, and salary let us say we are giving is 50,000, and address is Dilsukh Nagar. So we are adding the multiple records here. So save, add, and the last record one more we'll add it just to see in a proper way. And name we'll write, suppose Rahul I am writing here. Salary let us say some 10,000 we are writing, and city is Mumbai. So we are writing this thing, and then save. I am doing here. Now I don't want it to save. Now see, automatically I got my all the details. Now guys, we are getting here ID, employee number, employee name, e-sal and e-address. Here that thing, if you write here only 3 fields, you will able to see there 3 fields. If you write here 5 fields, you will able to see the 5 fields. So how you write here, as per that it will show there. So make sure that, so whatever you are writing in admin.py, it should be little carefully you have to write, because how many fields you write here, that many fields only you will able to see on the screen. I hope now in this lecture you got it, how to create a database and how to enter the fields. If you want to enter the fields from the database, suppose sir I don't want to see this table here, I want to print in the HTML format. So that is also we are going to continue in the next video. So thank you for watching this video guys.